move on to our next session, I'm going to ask my co-host and co-founder Ankush to join here. Akto's approach to securing AI agents and MCPs, and obviously this is the closest to my heart session uh, because yeah, we are the founders of Akto, and this is something that we are building. We are very passionate about. We want people to know what we are doing because you spend a lot of good time over in the space, and we think we know a thing or two on how to secure AI agents and MCPs. So let's do this. Um, I think we've talked today enough about the urgency, why AI agents are being adopted, why AI agents are need to be secured. All of that, I'll skip this one, but really, Acto had started working on agentic security in the last few months. It's been 5 to 6 months since we've been doing this. We and there are we had such great conversations with everyone we've been working with, but there are few that I wanted to highlight over here. Things which really made us believe that this is the space where uh, cybersecurity teams will be spending a lot of time in trying to understand how to secure their agents and MCPs, and hence it's very important for us to share those learnings. So things like every developer is using MCPs or agents in your organization. In our organization, we don't want to stop them. We want to encourage this, but we also want to put strong guardrails. This is verbatim from one of my conversation with one of the security leaders. We are very worried about the exploding development of agents by our devs. This keeps me up at night, and I know it's a new attack surface unprotected. AI agents are no longer experiments, they are entering production. We can't ship agents without visibility, control, and continuous assurance. So these are all the things that I have heard, and there are numerous things, but I'm just highlighting few very important stuff. Um, so what does that mean? That means uh, agents create a brand new attack surface, as Ankush mentioned in the last session. These are not older applications surface. These are absolutely new, meaning these things were never sort of tackled in the world because they are so new. So how do you sort of secure something as new as this? Again, some of the learnings and some things based on how many people have said it, like prompt injection. You saw Kevin mentioning this. Shadow MCPs. It's all about visibility gap, lack of visibility, no guardrails, tool misuse. All of these things are these words are something that we have repeatedly seen in our conversations, heard in our conversations every week, every day. So here is a mind map, a map for all of you to know what's happening as we speak in the mind of what's going on in the mind of AI security leader. And okay, what's Actor doing? We did a public launch. People who have been working with us knew that what we've been building, but we did a public launch last week, and I don't know if people got the chance to see this. But
AI agents are exploding in the enterprises. They're powerful, but they're also mischievous. These agents can be exploited. From prompt injection and rogue tools to memory poisoning and cascading hallucinations. And they can hate your wallet, your operations, and your regulators.
Ankita, I think you muted yourself, so we can only just see the video.
AI apps, AI agents, and MCPs with confidence. Agents are cool. Attacks are not. Welcome to the future of agentic security.
sorry, I didn't realize I muted myself. So which meant you didn't see the audio, which is okay, I guess. So wait, if I stop sharing. Yeah. But I'll send the link later on. We can give the YouTube link later on as well. But let's see. What's Acto doing? Acto is a complete agentic security platform. Um, this is something, Ankush, do you want to talk about the gaps in the current capabilities of Acto?
Yeah, would love to. I mean, yeah, we have talked about this a lot in the conference already, and I think everyone understands the biggest gap is lack of visibility. I mean, MCP servers are being widely used, AI agents are being launched. It's a business-driven decision, and security teams really have no way to understand what AI agents or what MCP servers are being used inside their cloud or on their users' machines. Shadow AI is a big problem, and that's definitely one of the biggest gaps out there. The second, I think we have also touched lot many times, it because AI agents are running at the center of everything. They have broad permissions. Flattening of permissions is a real issue, and how to implement authorization, how to implement RBAC or PBAC is definitely another like biggest gap. And even the even bigger gap is once someone claims that we have implemented access control, how to verify it, how to make sure access controls are in place. That's the second thing. The third thing is of course data protection. I mean, a lot of this data is sensitive. Uh, it belongs to your customers. So yeah, if any agent is accessing PII data or financial data or sensitive data, it could be your cloud keys, AWS keys, etc. If they are being sent to third-party LLMs or third-party AI agents, the security team should definitely know what's going on there, and they should be aware of these data sharings. The last thing, which I think Ashish also mentioned a lot, is logging off each and every interaction that happens with these agentic systems. So and yeah, auditability, what kind of MCP tools are allowed to be used in a server, or what kind of LLMs are allowed to be used, or what agents are allowed to be used. All of that auditability is missing today. Um, we have already focused on why is it urgent. I mean, it's a very evolving area inside businesses. I mean, from a regulatory point of view, from a business trust and reputation point of view, um, because these systems are very much interconnected, uh, even if one node is compromised, the whole attack surface gets compromised as well. So yeah, definitely need of the hour. And at Akto, we have made sure that we cover all of these gaps and a few more as part of our solution. The first thing, of course, that Akto's biggest capability is to discover AI agents and MCP servers running inside your organization. And we don't need any manual configuration over here. You just install Akto. We have recon capabilities. We have automated discovery capabilities. You just install Akto, and that's it in real time. Anyone Akto sees is using an MCP server in real time, you will get to know, you will get an alert, and then you can take like various decisions after that. But yeah, the discovery problem after you like installing Acto, you should not have shadow AI as a problem anymore. So yeah, do check it out. Discovery is the first thing that we solve. The next thing is, well, of course, once you discover MCP servers or AI agents, the next immediate thing is to uh, find out if they are vulnerable to any certain attacks. And I think I've answered a lot of questions on, um, are these the same as API attacks, or are these the same as traditional attacks? No, absolutely not. These are very sophisticated. These are very unstructured. Um, and Acto has red teaming capabilities to test AI agents, we have the largest probe library, 1,000 plus probes. Again, specifically to test AI agents and MCP servers. We use GenAI heavily to red team the AI agents. So we kind of put AI against AI. There are one-shot techniques, multiple shot techniques. They go as sophisticated as chatting with your AI agent for some time and then going malicious after like certain number of chats. So yeah, I mean anything that an attacker would do, Acto's red teaming agent will also be mimicking the same attack. We will be trying to exploit memory poisoning in your AI agents, authentication, authorization, uh, tool poisoning, etc., across your AI agents and MCP servers. Um, this will ensure your AI agents and your MCP servers are very safe to use inside the organization. The third thing, and again, we have focused this a lot as well, this has come up quite a few times, guardrails. Making sure your AI agents and MCP servers are not accessing or sending data that they're not supposed to. Right? A simple example is an MCP server which helps you send emails, right, or read emails, right? It gives you access to your email inbox. Now it's good. I mean, it's going to be a big productivity boost if it can read all of your emails. It might be a good boost when it, I mean, imagine now you can send emails as well, and there things might get complicated because your AI agent can ask the MCP server to send email with sensitive data in it or with your customers' data in it. And that's where you want to put in a guardrail. Hey, don't allow anyone to use send email tool, or maybe allow send email tool, but only if the domain is your org. So don't allow send email tool to be used for external email domains, right? Don't allow it to send any sort of PII or sensitive data, no credit card numbers, no SSN numbers, right? Those kind of things. These are like definitely policies you would like to implement on all of your agentic assets. And Acto does it really well. We already come in built with a lot of guardrail policies. You can add your own. So yeah, do check it out. The next thing, and that's like the fourth pillar, is real-time monitoring and threat detection. And yeah, I mean, AI agents, because they are text in and MCP servers, they are text out. It becomes really hard. I mean, traditional WAFs will not do a good job at it. We have to understand what kind of, is there any maliciousness or abuse or toxicity present inside the input prompts and inside the output responses as well. And Acto does it. We have like multiple layers for it. We do regex based analysis there. We have ML based analysis there, and we also use GenAI sometimes to make sure we are blocking the right malicious attempt. We have tried our best, and in fact, the latencies are really low. So you should not feel that there is some sort of a blocker in between or a monitor in between. The latencies to use threat detection is really low, and a really good true positive rate over here. So yeah, with these four pillars: discovery, red teaming, guardrails, and threat, um, there we go. We can give you a wholesome risk assessment score and auditability score, which you can then like basically score all of your running AI agents and MCP servers, and really prioritize which one you should start, giving a deeper look for security.
Okay. Yeah, so I think AI agent red teaming is actually it's not something different from what Ankush mentioned, but it's also worth mentioning that Acto has a separate product just on AI agent red teaming, AI agent and MCP red teaming. And these are the capabilities, which is of course automated red teaming. We have 1,000+ probes. We do stress testing. We produce findings. We can generate compliance reports. All of that. But the biggest thing is it has the largest, test library or the probe library, as you can say. We use AI to do AI agent red teaming, and we don't just do AI agents for red teaming. We also do it for MCP servers and tools. So it's very comprehensive. And one of the biggest things that we have learned is um, just in terms of numbers, like 19 out of 20 times um, we find at least one indirect prompt injection for all the agentic assets we have red team for organizations. So it's very powerful. What we are seeing is really fantastic results from all the red teaming, and hence this is a separate product also, apart from the complete agentic security product, which is monitoring, guardrails, red teaming, discovery, everything. Maybe a quick demo of Ankush.
Yeah.
Yep. Should I stop sharing or I can probably.
Oh yeah, you can actually, yeah, you can just play. So this is how you start. You can see a lot of uh, features on how to start with discovery. We got AI agent proxy there. If you're using any of these AI agent tools, we can integrate very well with them. We can also integrate with your LLMs directly. Uh, there is an agent shield there, which is supposed to protect AI agents running on your endpoints. Once you install all of these, Akto will start discovering all the AI agents and agentic assets right away. So you can see Akto has discovered a lot of AI agents being used. Akto is also going to show you what are the relationships across those AI agents and your users. For example, here the AI agent is using some LLM behind the scenes with that API call. Here is how an example of that API call looks like. So you'll be able to see how exactly your data is being shared between your AI agent and the LLM. Once you have this in place, you can start doing all your red teaming activities. We have again like 1,000+ probe library over here. A lot of sophisticated test cases against GenAI being used to red team GenAI. A lot of flexible controls over here as well. Um, yeah, and you can run these in your CI/CD pipeline. You can run these as weekly tests or daily tests or just once if you want. And yeah, once you start the red teaming activity, you would see the results. You would see category wise findings, category wise scores for your AI agents. And yeah, here is how an example report looks like. So let's go into one of these. Um, and this is again will be this can be exported in a report as well. Acto will give you complete details on what the vulnerability was and how did Acto exploit it. Here, for example, you can see what prompt Acto used to get some sensitive output from your AI agent, and this is something that will be available as part of your report. You can export it to PDF format, share it with your development team, request them to fix it, and then come here and retest again. Then comes protection. So here Acto will detect in real time if someone is trying to exploit your agentic assets. And this will be, Acto can also block your like attacks being happening on your agents and on your MCP servers. You can see what kind of what is the fail versus success ratio, like flag versus safe ratio, how many are being stopped at the request part versus the response part, what's the latency. You will get complete details on the timeline of the attack, and you will get complete details on what was the exact prompt and what was the response because of which actor blocked it. Yeah, complete control over what kind of threats you would want to start seeing. We have integrations with SIEM tools. You can extract this data via APIs and webhooks as well. We have a comprehensive threat policy library in form of a YAML file. You can always go and customize those. Next comes guardrails. So yeah, you can see a few good guardrail policies over here. Again, you can add your own. And yeah, these are here so that your employees don't by mistake share sensitive data or invoke tools that you don't realize. Coming on to MCP discovery, yeah, we have a bunch of MCP recon and MCP gateway features. Again, once enabled, you will see all the MCP servers running in your cloud on the Akto dashboard in real time, along with their complete mapping. Here you can see all the tools and all the resources, prompts that are available on the MCP server. You can see the schema for all of the tools. You can see some sample APIs, sample calls for those MCP tools as well. Then we start the red teaming activity, very similar to earlier MCP vulnerabilities. These are different than your typical AI agent vulnerabilities. So here is an example of how a tool poisoning, or in this case, a prompt injection attack looks like. And you will see in the response, there is some malicious uh, content coming from the MCP server. It's trying to read some sensitive data and send it to a third-party URL. This is an example of a tool poisoning attack. And again, yeah, there is one tool over here which asks to override all the safety checks. Acto can detect these during your red teaming exercise as well. So you can just run a quick scan from Acto, make sure your MCP server is safe, and then allow it for the rest of the organization to use it. We can also detect attacks in real time. So here you can see a lot of those attacks. I think this is the last thing. We also offer prompt hardening features as well. So in case you find a problem somewhere in your prompt, for example, over here, you can always use Akto to test a hardened prompt or to create a hardened prompt and then use that in your AI agents. Yeah, I think this is a very quick overview of what Akto does.
Cool. This is very good. Okay, so now, and this is, by the way, guys, a very short demo of what we do. But essentially, just to provide a highlight, we do discovery, we do guardrails, red teaming, and continuous monitoring and risk assessment of your agentic assets, be it MCPs, be it AI agents. We now also have started covering LLM. So it's a complete agentic security platform. Everything that we talked about in terms of MCP gateway, MCP proxy, MCP visibility, Raji mentioned, Kevin mentioned, a lot of gaps that people mentioned in the last 3 hours around agentic security. Acto covers all of that.